Hello, today I'm sharing some personal favorite amazing beauty deals that I haven't seen included currently in other sales, but they are included in Ulta Beauty's Hello Holiday Sale, which started yesterday and runs through Tuesday, November 12th, online only. So during these 4 days, you can save on various brands and products, some really good ones that I love and use regularly, up to 40% off makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, fragrance, and more types of products, including entire brands on sale. So it's the perfect time to shop for holiday gifts for the beauty lover in your life or for yourself from the comfort of your own home. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I have affordable products and high-end products that are currently on sale to share with you, and I'm excited to partner with Ulta Beauty for today's video to share these products, many of which I have shared with you numerous times over the years because I love them so much, and I know many of you do already too. And if you don't, you should definitely check them out because they're really, really good. I have a lot of fun things to share, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm leading off with a full brand that's on sale that I have two holy grail products from that I have shared numerous times over the years. Now, I do want to point out though that I picked out specific categories or brands on sale that stood out to me the most and specific products within those categories or brands that I wanted to focus on. But there is a lot more good in this sale than I could have possibly put in one video and still keep it somewhat streamlined. So I'm going to have the main sale page linked for you down below so you can browse around and see the other categories and other products that are included. If you're not yet an Ulta Beauty Rewards member, they do have one of the best rewards programs, not just out of beauty retailers, out of any retailer I've ever shopped with. I've talked about it so many times over the years. You earn points for every dollar spent, and you can redeem those points on your purchases later. And your points are worth more the longer you let them accumulate. It's basically like getting free money when you shop and extra free money if you let your points sit a little bit. I think all retailers should be doing the reward system the way Ulta Beauty does. Platinum and Diamond reward members get extra deals during the sale. So if you haven't joined, definitely join. I'll have that link down below for you too, along with all the products that I'm sharing today. Let's talk about MAC Cosmetics. The brand itself in its entirety is 20% off, which isn't the biggest discount during this sale, but 20% is 20%. I mean, if you're saving money, you're saving money, right? So I've shared both MAC Studio Fix powder foundation many, many times. It remains my holy grail powder foundation, and it has been at the top of my powder foundations list for a long time. I updated my top powder foundations video somewhat recently. I'll have it linked up in the corner and down in my description box for you if you want to check it out. And MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder is my favorite finishing powder. If you're not familiar with finishing powder, I'll have that video linked so you can check it out after this video if you want to do that too. The reason why I love Studio Fix powder foundation so much, I wear NC25 by the way, is because it gives medium to full buildable natural looking coverage that doesn't look powdery or cakey. It just gives a smooth, soft matte finish that controls shine and feels lightweight. It blurs and airbrushes my skin, my pores and imperfections. It performs wonderfully in heat and humidity, which is very important for me where I live. It applies and wears beautifully on all areas of my face, my shine prone areas and my normal areas, which can get some dry little flaky areas too. It doesn't settle into my fine lines or irritate my sensitive skin. It's also good for acne prone skin. It just always looks good. Now, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, I just realized I grabbed my old one. Just a minute. Okay, so this is better. It's got kind of a dome shape when you look at it from the side, and I'm just gonna put this down. I always repurchase this. Mineralized Skin Finish Natural is my favorite finishing powder. It's got this velvety, soft texture to it, and it has a sheer finish that gives this soft, airbrushed candlelit glow, but not really a true radiance or a sheen. And this, in contrast to Studio Fix Powder Foundation, has sheer coverage. So each shade is meant to cover a wide variety of skin tones. It's a slow baked powder that gives this dimensional finish. It's just a beautiful powder that doesn't look powdery. My makeup always looks better when I use this as my finishing powder. You can use this alone if you just want to even out your skin slightly, and you can use it to set your foundation as well if you don't want to use it as finishing powder. And you can also use it to touch up during the day, and it just never cakes up. It's really beautiful for all skin types. I actually think they're both beautiful for all skin types. And my third MAC product I'm going to focus on is lipstick. I know they have a lot of formulas. I'm always going to focus on a creamier, more nourishing formula. So what I have on today is Modesty in the new Maximal Sleek Satin Lipstick formula. Because I had Modesty in its previous formula and I love this shade, I wanted to try it in this newer formula. It's opaque with a satin finish. It's comfortable, it's hydrating, and it lasts a good amount of time for a bullet lipstick. There are some nourishing extracts and oils in here that keep it hydrating and keep it comfortable. As someone who loved the previous Modesty formula, I like this line. Now, these two swatches here are Luster Glass Sheer Shines, which gives you shiny, glossy, buildable pigment. I mean, it says that they're sheer, but you still get some nice pigment here. This top shade is Sea Sheer and middle is Thanks It's Matte. This is a great line too if you're looking for something with nourishing, hydrating, moisturizing ingredients. I'm always a fan of getting a lipstick on sale, and I don't think you could go wrong with a moisturizing MAC lipstick. Since this is an online-only sale, I wanted to remind you that there are a couple of other things you can do aside from having your order shipped to you, which is always an option, but you can place your order and pick it up in store, or you can do same-day delivery if it's available in your area, which is something I have been known to do when it comes to fun beauty products. It's that instant gratification, you know? Maybelline is having buy two, get one free off their entire brand, and I tried really hard to narrow it down to just 3 for the buy two, get one free, but I couldn't. I had to have 4 here because I use these regularly, and I had these 2 in recent top favorites videos. Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder was in my top setting powders video, and Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation was in my top drugstore foundations video. I love this for my combination oily skin, but I know plenty of people with dry skin who love this too. But there's also a Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation if you have extremely dry skin, so I'll have that linked for you too. This is very versatile in terms of coverage. I can build this from medium to medium full coverage without it ever looking or feeling cakey or heavy, and it gives a natural soft matte finish that's smoothing and flattering on all areas of my face, including any areas that might have little dry flaky patches, which sometimes happens. It never exaggerates those areas or any texture, and it never feels drying. I rarely have to blot with it. It feels lightweight and it wears beautifully all day. This is a great foundation not only for special occasions because it has such a beautiful finish and wears so well, but also for every day if you want something that applies quickly and gives you time to work with it before it sets down, because many long wearing matte foundations don't do that. And since it looks so natural and wears so well throughout the day, this has been one of my favorite drugstore foundations for a really long time for all of those reasons. And Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder has also been a favorite for a really long time because it has this creamy texture to it that mattifies softly without looking like powder. The texture of this is comparable to many of my high-end pressed powders. It minimizes shine and softly airbrushes, and it minimizes the look of my pores. It's great for setting makeup and touching up. It's lightweight and breathable and comes in a lot of shades. I want to say there are 25 or 26 shades. I prefer translucent, but there are other shades to choose from. The lip liner that I have on underneath MAC Modesty is Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade Line Leader. Here it is on the back of my hand. This is another affordable product that has high-end quality. It has an incredibly smooth glide and high pigmentation, and it's comfortable and non-drying. I find it's a flattering lip liner on my lip lines. It seems to smooth rather than shrivel up my lips as the day goes on, and it's long wearing. It helps other lip products adhere to my lips for a longer period of time. It's a fantastic lip liner formula that I was extremely impressed with right away, and I had to include it as an option if you have not tried these. I think these are some of the best affordable lip liners on the market. If you're subscribed to me, you probably already know this, but this is my most used, most reached for brow pen out of all price ranges, from prestige, luxury, all the way down to drugstore. It's just the one I've been reaching for since I first tried it. This is Maybelline Build-A-Brow. I don't always use a brow pen because it does take a little bit more time than using a brow pencil, but when I really want to mimic a brow hair, a brow pen is the best way to do that, and I love this one. I've tried others and liked them, but I had to be super careful with using an extremely light hand, and I don't have to be as careful with this. It's just easier to use, and it doesn't come out red. Sometimes browns lean a little bit red, and it lasts. It's water, sweat, and smudge resistant. I find this doesn't budge until I wash it off. Now, there is a sealing gel that goes on here. I just took it off because I like to have a spoolie on the end, so just know that's supposed to be there. I mean, you can tell how much I use this. This label is pretty dilapidated. You can save 40% on Ulta Beauty collection products. Ulta Beauty has some great products. The one I'm focusing on is Complexion Crush Foundation. They had a packaging change recently. Nothing about the formula changed, and this is a foundation formula I have always enjoyed. Because it blurs and diffuses imperfections so well, I feel like it gives more than the medium coverage it claims to give. To me, it's a buildable from medium to medium full coverage and gives a really beautiful, natural, good skin finish that's not too dewy, not too matte, and it blurs pores and imperfections and is flattering on all areas of my skin, my shine-prone areas and my normal dry areas on the perimeter of my face, and it feels very lightweight. Now, I can get some shine in my shine-prone areas as the day goes on, but it doesn't ever look greasy or exaggerate texture or fine lines or settle into any creases, and my makeup doesn't break down. It's a really beautiful, affordable, natural-looking, easy everyday foundation for any age and any skin type, and it's even more affordable right now. Milani does eye products really well, and you can buy one, get one 50% off. I did my eyes today with 2 different types of Milani eye products. Now, I have shared these gilded eyeshadow sticks several times. The shade that's on my eyes today is Blossom, which I just think is so pretty. I just scribble these on my lids and blend out the edges either with a brush or my finger, and I'm done. The shades you see on screen from top to bottom are Blossom, Rose, Lily, and Desert. I'm really picky when it comes to liquid and cream eye products because a lot of them can sort of shrivel up as they set or dry down, and these don't do that. They're really nice quality. And the palette I paired it with is the Gilded Mini palette in Whiskey Business. I lightly swept this shade from my crease up to my brow bone and along my lower lash line. I lined with this shade and I put a touch of this light shade on my brow bone. This is an all matte palette, super easy. And I always tap my eyeshadow brushes off before I apply any eyeshadow, no matter what I'm using. And when I do that, I get no fallout. And if you're looking for an eyeshadow primer, Milani's eyeshadow primer is really good too. It's inexpensive and it will last you forever because you only need a tiny bit. For both eyes, it keeps your eyeshadow on all day and helps it not crease. If you've been looking for one, this is a good one. Similar to Maybelline, L'Oreal is also having buy 2 get 1 free across their entire brand. And when I was trying to narrow down what products I wanted to include, I realized how great their foundation options were for everyone. Not only does each foundation I have here work well across pretty much every skin type, but there is a foundation for any type of coverage you're looking for, basically. I think overall, as a brand, L'Oreal probably has the best breadth of natural looking foundations. So I've included almost all of these in my top foundations videos, the various categories that I've updated so far. I'm slowly updating each of those categories with what I think the best foundations are in each. I'll have that playlist with those videos in it up in the corner and down in my description box if you want to check that out after this video. If you're wanting medium to medium full coverage that wears beautifully all day long, that's smoothing and flattering across all skin types, Infallible Fresh Wear is a great L'Oreal option. It gives the most coverage out of any of these. Now, if you're extremely oily, you may get some shine in your shine-prone areas. You may want to wear a mattifying primer or look more into Maybelline Matte and Poreless. They're actually very similar. I talked about that in one of those videos. Moving down in coverage slightly, True Match Foundation is more of your straight, medium coverage, natural, everyday foundation. This is also one that gives a very natural, beautiful finish across all skin types. Again, if you have very oily skin, you may want to try a mattifying primer, but it's a universally loved foundation from oily to dry skin, and it's very comfortable to wear too and wears well throughout the day. I really really need to cut my bangs. And then we have True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, which is going to give less coverage, more light to medium coverage with a radiant finish that is not too radiant for me with my combination oily skin. It looks beautiful and wears well throughout the day and has some nice hydrating ingredients in here. It's also smoothing and flattering. And even though you can see some radiance in this bottle, it's not the kind of radiance that's going to exaggerate pores and texture the way some foundations do, which is one of the reasons why I really like this one. And Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder is an excellent powder foundation. For the longest time, I could not find many drugstore powder foundations that had that creamy, non-powdery texture that also wore well throughout the day, and this one really delivers. It gives coverage, it doesn't break up on me, I don't get shine in my T-zone, but I don't look powdery either. Now, if you have extremely dry skin and you've tried this, I would love to hear your thoughts, but I think for sure if you have normal to oily skin, this would work beautifully for you. So as you can see, there are 4 really great options that I pulled that I think can work across the board and are worth looking into. True Match Lumi Glotion was a no-brainer pick for me from L'Oreal. I've been talking about this for years. I think this is one of the best drugstore luminizers, one of those all-in-one products that can be worn alone, under foundation, as a highlighter over foundation on the body. It hydrates and gives you that natural dewy looking luminosity. I love it so much that I keep it in 2 shades, light and medium. I know this comes in different packaging than all the ones that have been coming out with the wand applicators or the sponge tips, but this has the best quality out of all of them, in my opinion. And you get a ton in here for your money. I just don't think you could go wrong with these, and I always recommend them. These are true high-end quality. If you haven't tried them, you definitely should. Another no-brainer L'Oreal product for me is the Lumi Le Liquid Blush. This is one of my favorite drugstore liquid blush formulas, and it's available in glowy or dewy matte finishes. It has a nice size doe foot applicator that, similarly to the Tarte blushes I talked about earlier, I like to swipe it on the back of my hand and dip my tool in it, either a brush, which is what I usually use, but sometimes a sponge, and blend it out on my cheeks. You can wear it sheer or build it up. It's easy to build and blend out, and this is the blush that I have on today. The shade is Dewy Worth It. Again, fantastic high-end quality at an affordable price that's even more affordable right now. The mascara I have on today, by the way, is the L'Oreal Voluminous Panorama Mascara, the waterproof version because that holds my curl, but the regular version is really good too. I just wanted to mention this really quickly because, you know, a good drugstore mascara is always good to have on hand, and this is a good one. I've mentioned it several times in other videos. I have pretty wimpy lashes, and this gives nice volume and length, and it doesn't flake or smudge. Clinique has some amazingly popular skincare products, and you can save 30% on Clinique skincare. Now, my top recommendation is Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. It's been a long time favorite of mine because it starts off as a solid balm cleanser that you massage into your dry skin, and it doesn't take a lot of massaging to thoroughly cleanse all of your makeup, including waterproof mascara, sunscreen, whatever is on your face. And it transforms into a liquidy oil as you massage it in, and it rinses thoroughly and easily. Many balms take forever to rinse off. You just have to keep rinsing and rinsing and rinsing, and it just feels slimy, like there's a film on your face and you're rinsing forever. That's not the case with this. It's fragrance free. It doesn't sting my eyes. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and I don't have to stand over my sink forever for it to do its job. Now, my second recommendation is one I discovered a couple months ago. It's the Moisture Surge Lip Hydro Plump Treatment, which I didn't even know existed, but I really do enjoy it. It has lipids, shea butter, and ceramides, which all do great things for your lips to smooth, nourish, condition, hydrate, all those things. The texture is thinner than my beloved Ole Henriksen Strawberry Pout Preserve Peptide, whatever the official name is, but it's thicker than, say, Laneige. And there's no scent, so if you don't want a scent in your lip balm, that's what you're gonna get with this. It's not so thin that it's gonna slip right off, but it's not so thick that you feel that substance on your lips either. It's that nice in-between texture. Great to use at night or as a prep step. One of my favorite skincare products that I reach for every single day is included where you can save up to 50% on buyers' skincare picks. Now, I know that Ulta is saying that you can save up to 40% off various products and brands during the sale, but this section says you can save up to 50%. So I don't know, look around, see what you can save on what, but this is Indie Lee Coenzyme Q10 toner. There are so many people that adore this as much as I do. It's alcohol-free, soothing, balancing, refreshing, hydrating, and it works to prime and soften skin that's exposed to environmental stressors. Coenzyme Q10 is an antioxidant powerhouse, and it has other ingredients to help with skin elasticity, firmness, and hydration, including hyaluronic acid, which holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water, and it just feels amazing. So sometimes I spray it directly onto my face and sort of pat it in. Sometimes I just let it soak in. Other times I spray it onto a cotton round and swipe it over my face. But I use this every morning and love it. You can save 40% on these next few products that I pulled from 2 different categories: select skincare products and dermatologist recommended products. The first is Derma E Micro Dermabrasion Scrub. As we get older especially, it's really important to exfoliate regularly because our skin doesn't exfoliate itself the same way it used to. So in order to keep seeing that radiant skin underneath and just get rid of all those dead skin cells, we need to do it. This combines dead sea salt and a fine textured crystal blend. It's so fine that it almost looks like a cream when I take it out of the jar, but you can feel that really fine texture. It feels sort of sandy. There's a nice natural scent to it. It buffs away dullness and helps smooth your texture and give more life and radiance to your skin. Now, I definitely wouldn't use a scrub every single day. A couple of times a week is fine, but this is one that works really nicely for my sensitive skin with rosacea. Derma E is a really nice brand, and you can save 40%. Now, this has been one of my daily moisturizers that I've been reaching for since the weather has been warmer, and it is still warm here as of me filming this video. I'm really ready for some fall weather. So this is It Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Cream Oil-Free Moisturizer. I love that this helps balance my skin and boost hydration while it absorbs oil. So it does a great job with my shine-prone areas while not drying out those normal areas that can get some dryness. So I'm using this. This might need to be replaced. It's got PHA that helps improve your texture, and it has ingredients that help with skin elasticity and firmness and help smooth the look of texture pores and fine lines. And it has a really nice lightweight, kind of cooling, watery gel texture, and it wears really nicely under makeup. It feels like nothing, yet hydrating. It's got kind of an aquatic scent to it. I just really, really enjoy this a lot. And I also had to give a shout out to It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. Now, this is a cream that I rotate into my skincare rotation pretty regularly. If you have normal to dry skin, this might be great for you both day and night. This is a cream that I reserve mostly for nighttime. Even though it's a lightweight cream and it absorbs very quickly, there's a cocktail of ingredients in here to help with a host of things. So if you're looking for an all-in-one moisturizer that not only hydrates deeply, but has some really nice anti-aging skin benefiting properties too, this is a nice one. They also have other products included in this category. I'm sure I missed some incredible product that I love that I've shared with you 1,000 times, but it's hard to include everything in these videos, you know? The main page is in my description box if you want to look around. I'll also have the holiday sets linked because they have some really great holiday sets right now. And you know, if you're ever stumped for a gift, an Ulta Beauty gift card is not a bad idea because it at least covers a wide variety of budgets. Will you be shopping this sale? Have you shopped it already? If so, let me know what you're getting in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.